This video is brought to you by Videos for Interior Design Education Online. Phases of the interior design process. Workflow for delivering an interior design project. The interior design process phase 1. Programming, the information gathering phase. Interior design projects move through a design process starting with a pre-design information gathering phase called programming, through construction administration where the project is being built by the contractor. Feel free to pause this slide, which provides an overview of what happens in each of the design phases, including a post-occupancy evaluation at the end of the project. The design process can begin once the project has been awarded to the design firm and the contract has been signed by the client. Programming describes a pre-design phase where information about the project is gathered. Programming is a process of discovery with the client, where the designer learns about the client's culture and uncovers the client's vision for the project. During this phase, detailed project requirements are documented for use in the design phases. Two categories of information are collected. The first type is quantitative, which measures how many and how big. The answers to these questions translate into square footage requirements for the space. For example, the number of employees working at a new corporate headquarters translates into the number of workstations or offices needed. The number of guests accommodated at a new hotel translates into the number of guest rooms required. The number of patients served at a new hospital translates into the number of patient beds and rooms. The designer works with the client to assess the space types, number of spaces needed, and estimates for square footage of each space to assess the overall size of the project. The second type of information gathered is qualitative. Qualitative information has to do with how the space will feel and what the experience will be for the end users. This type of information has to do with understanding the client's culture, desires, and vision for the project. What does the space need to communicate about the company, the hotel, or the doctor's office? What is the essence of the experience for the end users? How do you want people to feel in the space? There are many ways that information may be gathered about the client and about the specific project. Research should be conducted in preparation for client interviews. Client interviews are a way for designers to collect first-hand information about the client and project. Programming interviews require listening and observational skills. The designer must listen carefully to what the client is saying and at the same time observe visual cues that may provide additional information not communicated through the conversation. Interior designers often conduct on-site observations of their client to understand how they work currently, what is working and what is not working. The designer may use existing floor plans paired with photographs to document the client's existing space. At the conclusion of the programming phase, the client and design team should be in agreement about the scope, vision, and metrics for the project before design begins. For more videos, visit our YouTube channel, Videos for Interior Design Education Online.